Hi there, good morning, and happy Friday, everyone. Today's live looks at pop-up stores, but looks at the pop-up in a different format. We're looking at the development of a pop-up concept and the development of a brand through the pop-up concept. And later on, we're going to see how this brand, which in this case is a food-related brand, has chosen to start its story with a pop-up. It's really important for me to join people and brand managers who develop their concepts and stories through pop-up stores or pop-up locations, if I should be concentrating on that term, and why the choice was a natural choice, how it developed, how it grew, and the realization of the first pop-up concept. So we're going to be talking about all of these today. Rita, the person whom developed this concept, is going to be also talking about her story and how she got to think of this concept and realize it, which is a beautiful story that we're going to be talking about. I'm going to join Rita. Hi Rita, I see that you're here. And without further ado, let her talk about her story and the concept and the development.
Hello.
Hi Rita.
Hi. Nice to see
I see
you.
that you are masked, Rita.
Yes, I'm in the kitchen with
okay.
all the gorgeous people. Guys, say hi.
Hi. Hi everyone.
So
Wow.
they can't hear you. She says hello everyone. I have my earphones on.
Okay.
So we're in the kitchen. Obviously, I have to have my mask on, COVID and all the restrictions. But once I'm up above ground, I can show you my pretty smile.
Okay, perfect. Rita, I didn't do like a large and big intro about you because I want to leave the floor to you.
Thank you.
First of all, to like introduce us to you, and then we're going to be talking about the concept that you're developing right now. So let's kick off with that.
All right. So I'll put myself here maybe so you can see a little bit of the action happening in the background rather than the boring wall. So a little bit about me. Well, my name is Rita, as you guys all know. I'm a chef. I have started my career going to Cordon Bleu. Actually, it's important for me to say this. I went to Cordon Bleu here in Paris a while ago. And I had a background in nursing. So I was a nurse before going to Cordon Bleu. After nursing, I've been in diplomacy for a few years. But, being in the kitchen was always a calling, and it just became so strong that I decided that this is what I'm going to be doing for the rest of my life. So becoming a chef, going to culinary school, I have worked in France, and I have worked in Japan, and then I have worked in Lebanon. And all these experiences, having lived in those different countries, and with my own personal background as well, being Lebanese, as you know, it just created a personal style of cooking that's very much an homage to all of this life that has, come into existence. So I cook modern Mediterranean food, usually with a lot of Japanese influence. And here at La Manoir today, we are prepping for my pop-up concept, with the pop-up event happening tomorrow for the Bao.
Yes. That we're going to be detailing in a few.
Yes.
I see that there's a lot of preparation going on, and in a few you're going to be explaining really like in detail about the new product that you are preparing for tomorrow.
But
Yes.
first, Rita, let's talk a little bit about this inspiration and the travel inspiration related to how it helped you really conceive the menu that you are conceiving today, and the touch that you are putting or including in the products that you are going to be offering tomorrow in the pop-up.
Okay. So, long story short, my biggest exposure to Japanese cuisine to start, and Asian cuisine in general, happened during my stay in Japan. So I'd lived in Japan on and off on 2 periods for 6.5 years. And I was living in Tokyo, which is a big cosmopolitan city. I was, part of a Japanese family. So eating Japanese food was pretty much a day-to-day thing happening for us. And eating out in Tokyo, you're exposed to a lot of, regional cuisines in terms of Asian regional cuisine. So a lot of Korean restaurants, a lot of Chinese restaurants. And I had been obviously loving to do this. But the main influence in profiling my palate, essentially, in those cuisines came from personal relations I had. I had a neighbor who was Korean, and her mother-in-law used to cook for us Korean food. I had also another neighbor who was Chinese from southern China. And this is when home cooking, at its essence, delivers the punch in flavor profile and identity a lot more than what restaurants could be doing. Not by any fault of the restaurants of their own, but it's really hard to transmit an identity of a nation, or it's harder to transmit an identity of a nation through an indirect contact, whether from the cooks towards their customers, for many restrictions. A lot of them are actually practical and logistical restrictions. But when you're really bathing in those influences, you acquire these tastes. Right. So back to the baos. I mean, yes, it was in Japan when I had the first baos, the classic Chinese baos. Or maybe I should explain what that is for people who don't know what it is. Yeah. So bao is a steamed bread bun. Essentially. Yeah. So there are many different styles. Classic Chinese style of steamed bao bun is actually a dough that's filled with a certain filling, usually meat or vegetables or a stew or custard, and then it's steamed. Now the Taiwanese, they do a different style which is called guabao, and that's more of a, if you want to compare the bun to a burger that's filled, the guabao, I would compare it to a taco, because it's a dough that's half open and it's filled with those fillings. Okay. Now, mine are a bit of a mix of these two, because it's an open burger. Okay. Okay. And the fillings are inspired by the street food in Japan, in Korea, in China, in Taiwan, and it's my own take on it. I have never wanted to pretend that I'm the authentic bee's knees in the business. This is my own take on it, my inspiration and my homage to my love for this cuisine and these nations and their cuisines.
Right. Wow. Beautiful, Rita. And so all of these elements and inspirations, I think, gave birth to your new concept today. So let's talk about the concept, like in ideas terms and in marketing terms, because I was really happy to see how you have conceived it and how you have made like these visual elements that really relate to that idea that you were hoping to translate, right? Can we talk about these? Yeah.
Okay, so maybe I should start with the name itself. Exactly. Baodaruma, where it came. So I have posted a little while ago on Instagram my tattoo, which is Daruma-san. And Daruma is a popular figure in the Japanese culture that comes from the Indian Buddhism culture, Dharma. I'm not going to go into the details, but the story behind in Japan, everywhere you go in Japan, you can buy those little round dolls of this character, Daruma-san. And depending on the color of the doll, each color represents a certain aspect, whether it's love or work or luck or, you know, those general categories in where people would like to have improvement. So the idea is to just draw one eye, make a wish. And when Daruma-san makes this wish come true, you draw the second eye.
Okay.
So it's always been sort of my lucky charm, carrying it around. It's very much connected to Japan. And this was a visual, for me, a visual representation of this concept being inspired by Japan and the streets of Japan,
Right.
first and foremost.
Okay.
And it started with a little brand on the bread itself.
That
And
you had
then-
like stamp that you
Yes.
stamp it, right? We're
Yes.
going to be looking at this, right, in
Ye-
detail.
Yes. So it started with that. And obviously, you know, to me, it's a lot to think about actual street food, those streets in Tokyo, you know, when we talk about the Japanese pop culture, the music, the colors, the fun, the loud, the being out there, putting yourself out there is very much what I wanted to represent in terms of colors and vibe, because it's a lot to do with how I am sometimes and how my generation and the chefs around me see themselves in the kitchen. We're not the boring people. We're not the rock and roll people. We're just fun people most of the time that don't take ourselves, we take our job very seriously, but it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of color. It's a lot of, you know, we're laughing all the time in the kitchen. We're, you know, so this is what I was hoping the design would convey.
Okay. And from that design, because there might be lots of marketing people watching watching us, we have created that visual identity that reflects the brand, all in all, and the values, right, behind the brand. And this was the beginning, I think, Rita. I think it's important also to highlight that you came back to Paris and you decided to launch this new concept. Of course, launching a new concept related to food is no easy task, especially that we have been having very difficult environmental and economical turbulent times lately. So tell us a little bit about your coming back to Paris and how you set foot to start on your own this time.
Okay, so I was living in Beirut for a period of almost 3 years after having left Japan. And I was working there. Unfortunately, a lot of you know, there's been the explosion that happened in Beirut port on August 4th. Now, this was really the tipping point when I thought that, you know what, I think I need to be elsewhere. I need to feel safe. I need to have a, you know, a good environment, a more relaxing one for my family. So we decided to move back to France. The main reason why France is that obviously I went to Cordon Bleu here. I do have a lot of friends here, personal and professional connections and relations. So we landed in France, Chantilly to be exact, not really Paris, we're not far away, in January. So one of my friends here, his name is Ryan. He's the owner, partner, co-owner and co-partner and executive chef of this gorgeous place, La Manoir. We went together to Cordon Bleu. And he kept saying, well, you know what? You want to ease yourself into work again? You want to just do your own thing? My restaurant doors are open for you.
Yeah.
To come and do a pop-up, tell the world, Paris, who you are, what you do. And it started from there.
Okay.
The Bao concept was something I was working on a little bit in Lebanon before moving in, so it wasn't entirely something created here. It's been created a bit a while ago, a bit earlier.
Yeah.
And it just all came together with this, mutual effort and help.
Yeah.
Of
so there
chefs
was
community.
Rita, the concept, like cooking the concept, the idea, and there you are in Paris, and there's an opportunity that helped you bring this idea or concept to life.
Yes.
And it's important to say or highlight the importance of these beautiful professional relationships that sometimes help us set our foot or have ourselves put on the right track to launch or to kick off with our business. Rita, let's open the little bracket to talk a little bit about La Manoir. So it's like a coffee shop, or what is it exactly? And what's the relationship of you popping in that coffee shop to make things clearer?
Yes. Okay. So La Manoir is a coffee shop that obviously sells, has a drinks offer in terms of not just coffee, but a lot of beautiful, lattes, cold drinks, hot drinks. It's important for me to say that their drinks are based on a product they make themselves. It's the Manoir paste, and it could be the golden paste for golden lattes, etc., the black paste based on black sesame. And so that was the core that started this collective, this enterprise here. They are, hardworking on sourcing their ingredients from organic suppliers, ethical and equitable businesses. And this is their main drive, being, respectful to the environment, to nature, seasonal. And the food later on followed.
Right.
And this is how La Manoir came to happen, to open a bricks and mortars place where Ryan, my friend from Cordon Bleu, has his food offering of seasonal breakfast, lunch, brunch food.
Okay.
Bringing the Melbourneian brunch style to Paris.
Right. So the idea even of La Manoir is different than any other conventional coffee shop offering food.
Absolutely.
Right, because it really also researches the product to add value to that. So your marriage, popping in that type of location would also make sense to your identity and values, right?
It absolutely makes sense. First of all, is La Manoir is not only, driven by the respect of the product and the environment and the actual food they give, but it's also the respect of the industry and how people are represented in this industry. And this weekend, it's double event. It's us having Baodaruma here, but it's also their homage to women in the kitchen. And it's those same values that we really, really connect with, is highlighting the women's great work in the kitchen, that we are equals and we contribute equally to the industry, and showing that when we work together, and this is very important for me to say, is that it's not a single gender endeavor where it's only one gender that's us women pushing us forward. A lot of them do, unfortunately. But also it's great to say when all of us work together to put things forward this way.
Right.
And Baodaruma does have, this mission, is to put women forward.
Yeah.
And it's Mother's Day this weekend in France. So it's a lot of those elements that came together. And this energy that Baodaruma carries and the energy that La Manoir carries in this young, enthusiastic people that want to say something beyond than just the food.
Yeah.
It's the whole culture.
Yes.
That's gonna, be highlighted here.
Right. It's beautiful, Rita. Thank you really for sharing all of this. And someone is waving at you from Tokyo and saying that everything you cook is authentic, and I need to taste all of these things, Rita.
Junko, Michi, this is Junko-san, one of my really good friends from Japan. Junko's been, hi, Junko.
It brings out, I think, positive memories. It's a happy thing. Rita, so now we're saying that the pop-up store, so the pop-up restaurant will be starting tomorrow, just right, during the weekend on Saturday and Sunday. And and we precise again that it's going to be taking place at La Manoir. We're going to be sharing the address later on. So tell us, how are you planning the day? When can we come in? And when we do, what can we eat or what can we taste?
Okay, great. That's the fun stuff. So we will be open for the menu of the bows, because as I said before, La Manoir does do breakfast. So you guys, if you want to come in really early, have your coffee and breakfast first, you guys go ahead and do that. Our menu, the bow menu, will be available as of 11 a.m. up till 3:30 p.m. We will be presenting our bows by the box. So you can come here, buy a box, and you have the option of it being vegetarian or carnivore. Now, the vegetarian, both boxes, you will be having 2 savory bows, 1 sweet bow, and a side, which is the corn cup. Okay, so for the vegetarian bow, you'll be having 1 eggplant bow and 1 mushroom bow. And for the carnivore one, I'm doing a duck bow and a crispy pork belly one. So really, it caters to all tastes. Yes, crispy and crunchy, and the duck is sticky and yummy. All of these good things are coming your way. The bow box is sold for 18 euros, and that's including your 3 bows and your side. And there will be a lot of us here getting ready for you guys to come over. So please come and try try Baodaruma. Tell us what you think. I'm pretty sure you'll have an amazing experience. It's something different, so it's always cool to try something different that's not,
it's really, not the conventional. It's not a conventional.
No,
right.
Not at all. And we're here Saturday and Sunday waiting for you guys. Today we're prepping. Here you can see the girls are making everything ready. Say hello.
Yay. I'm loving it. I know that they can't hear us, but really send them all the love. Thank you for, I know
sending all the love for all.
I cannot say much, but I know that kitchen work is very hard work. So I'm definitely sending lots of support and positive energy to anyone and everyone who's working with you on the project.
Thank you,
Rita. So what else should we be talking about? Let's give up some info on the address. How can people access the location? And it's only takeaway, I assume, for the moment.
Yes, we are not delivering. You will have to come over here, say hello to us, give us a, elbow bump.
And a little picture with you as well.
A little picture with me, absolutely. You guys know how much I love that. It'll be it's going back to the pop-up and the why of the pop-up. I've been away from Paris for a while, and being away is really hard to, keep the connection going with your friends and your, colleagues. And it's sort of my welcome back party in a sense. Where I could gather everybody around food, which is what I've always done. for them to come, try my food, say hello, reconnect again. It's mainly about that, and that will really, really warm up my heart to see everybody come in, and have a little chat. So for you guys to be able to come in and pick up those bao boxes. For the people living in Paris, you will need to take the metro coming to Place de Clichy, and from there you will have to walk maybe 2-3 minutes from Place de Clichy. It's Rue Cavallotti, number 12. You will find us here. There's a little bit of a terrace outside. Actually, I'll go upstairs, maybe show you
us a little bit. And
show you around.
And let us meet all of the staff, including Sophie.
Yes, including Sophie. Now, here we go. I'm going. Well, Sophie is looking at me here. Say hello, guys.
Hi, Sophie.
So
hi, everyone.
She says hi, everyone.
The team.
This is the team at La Manoir. Now they're getting ready, obviously, for lunch service.
Right.
But I'm going to show you. This is really the space. Sophie's wanting some cuddles. I will take you outside for you. Oh, you guys need to see this.
Beautiful location. Thank you.
Thank you.
On the terrace. Wow. Okay.
So this is what's waiting for you. Yes, absolutely. This is what's waiting for you in the morning with gorgeous, gorgeous coffee.
Yeah.
Let me take you outside. So here you have this little terrace where you can have a seat
and wait for the boxes to be ready.
Yes, and you're always welcome to come and eat here. This is La Manoir from the outside.
Right.
It's a really nice and quiet
location.
Street.
Yeah.
It's a real. Here we go. It's a really pretty location. It's actually great because the street allows it for you to just pick up your order and come and just eat it here. And I'll be here. Okay. Let me show you. This is the window where you can order, and I'll be here. I'll be here to greet you guys and, have a chat with you, maybe sit at the terrace a little bit. Let me know what you think of the food and, keep it going.
Yes, sure. So we'll give it a shout out, and we will keep sharing this info till it gets the maximum of people to come and visit you. However, my question is actually one of the questions as well that someone had posted. And once this pop-up is over, what's the next step, Rita? Will you be doing other pop-ups or introducing yourself in other locations, like permanently? What are your plans?
So yes, definitely. This is our debut on the Parisian scene, and again, La Manoir has given me this amazing opportunity to just put myself out there and the brand of Baodaruma, and it's. I do intend on keeping on doing those pop-ups later on because we maybe didn't really talk about this much, and the reason why I wanted to do the pop-ups is both for practical reasons, obviously, because you're new, you want to just, having the opportunity for someone to open up their kitchen for you and, utilize all the resources is an amazing opportunity.
Right.
And that's the practical side of it, but also the sort of philosophical side of it as well is it resonates very much with the identity of the brand, that it's, it's hype, it's new, it's fresh. We like to be moving around to show you what we are. And this is something I intend on doing, just being around Paris and having the whole event side of things of,
It also gives you the opportunity to discover new locations and make people discover your pop-up store in these new locations, right?
Absolutely. Have a reach and, and now good times are coming. I mean, actual good weather is coming. So, and it's a great product to just actually have and go sit in the park and eat it with your friends.
Exactly. It's like the perfect street food type. And so are there any other plans to go like outside of Paris to promote a little bit the brand, or you're taking it slowly at first?
No, definitely. I mean, when you want to dream big, right? So
yeah.
So what's going to happen is that I will start here in Paris for at least 2 other pop-ups coming after this. You can go to my website of the Baodaruma website, www.baodaruma.com. This is where I'll be announcing, as well as on the Instagram page, all the new
locations and
upcoming
activities.
Absolutely. And as I mentioned before, since I live in Chantilly, I would like to do something in my hometown as well. And so for people in Chantilly to discover, and whoever's living outside of Paris, or, you know, make a little trip outside of Paris would be nice.
Right. I hope you will. Rita, so we're inviting everyone to log onto the website to fill in their email addresses so that they stay in touch with your future activities.
Yes.
And we're inviting everyone to visit the first pop-up tomorrow at La Manoire, starting 11 a.m. and
starting
3 p.m., right?
Yes.
Okay, that's perfect.
So you guys do come. Let me know. Take a picture, everybody who's listening, a picture of yourself with a bow. Post it online. Show me how you eat your bows.
Yes.
Okay. And there's a little surprise for you guys, for the ones who do. And the box. If you want to do it. Take pictures of everything you can.
Yes.
Send them over. Tag Baodaruma. And I'll be sure to put you on my VIP list for my next pop-up, for sure.
Yes, okay, because it's important for us to say that all of those who attended this time will have a little surprise for the next pop-up that is going to be happening sometime.
Yes. So make sure you go on Baodaruma website, register there. So I do have your contact, and then I'll let you know first things first for my next pop-up, and also you'll be on the list to get something really special.
Right, perfect. Rita, thank you so much for this inspiring story, for this beautiful concept. I wish I could join the pop-up, and I would be like the first person who would taste everything, I'm sure.
Maybe for the next one then.
Maybe for
I
the
wish
next
you
one.
could have.
I hope so, and I'm waiting for everyone to tag with us those pictures and hoping to reshare them as well. And we'd invite everyone again to log on to the website, subscribe with their email addresses, and don't forget to retag other friends who happen to be in the area and come and join you tomorrow. Wishing you the best of luck.
Thank you so
Rita.
much.
And thank you so much for your time and for the visit.
Thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure. Should we mention that we know each other
we should mention since ever we were 5 years old.
God. Oh my God. And how life happened. I don't know if Elsie managed to connect with us, but a common friend put us together.
Yes. Yes.
I mean, it's crazy how these connections take place. So thank you for all of those who put us together, because it's a beautiful opportunity to grow and to see how each one had grown into its his and her personal story and how we got together.
It's so true, connection. And it's actually ever since you have mentioned us having this chat today. I've been having, calls from previous school friends as well. Like, for those who don't know, like Ghalia and I went to school together. And so one of our also classmates is now married to my brother. So she's my sister-in-law.
Yes.
And
hi, Elsie.
Hi, Elsie. We have Karim, who is Father Gregoire now, who's here. We have Samar, who's here. And I was so surprised and also happy to see how many of our childhood friends have come to France. And I will be able, I mean, you and I have not seen each other since
ages.
Like, and same for a lot of people here. So I'm very, very much, again, first and foremost, looking forward to reconnect with everyone. It's again, for me, really not only launching Baodaruma, but also like my homecoming party. It's,
it makes sense. It makes sense, like reconnecting over a beautiful table, good food, and a good positive environment around it.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Rita.
Thank you for
And keep us
having me.
posted to tomorrow during the event. I know it's going to be crazy, but whenever you have time, like share with us some happenings.
Absolutely.
Okay?
Absolutely.
Thank you
All
so
right.
much.
Sending
Ciao.
you
Have a
lots of
nice
love.
day.
Thank you. You too.
Bye.
Bye.